Hey everyone, happy Sunday. Good morning. Give Facebook a few minutes. You guys know the drill. Gotta wait for someone to let me know that all is well and people can hear me. I just had my second week at yoga, hot yoga class on Sunday, 7:30, and I'm feeling pumped and feeling good, and I wanted to share it all with you, some thoughts that I've been having lately. Who's here? Give me thumbs up. Let me know you can hear me. Say hello. Say good morning. Start the day off right. I don't know why I don't see comments. I don't know. This thing could be weird sometimes. Anyway, so I titled this Vision Drives Your Vision, or something of that sort. I was thinking about it a little bit before I did it. And so, hey Patricia, I wanted to share with all of you some of the thoughts that I've been having and sort of the things that I've been learning about really creating the life that you want and designing, that's what happens when you're just coming out of a class and your brain is like all foggy. Really deciding what it is that you want for your life and creating a vision for yourself of the life that you want to live. And right now, a lot of people are walking around, and it's hard for me to express it, how much they're being so disempowered by the beliefs and the things that they're saying to themselves, and sort of the visions that they have of who they are and what they do in the world, and what it is that they're bringing to this world. And there's so much negativity, and I'm not enough, and I could never do that, and I don't have time, and I can't because of this, I can't because I'm too old, I can't because I'm too young, I can't because I'm not smart enough, I can't. All the reasons why you can't do things, and all the reasons why you've been struggling in your life up until thus far, giving reasons why your life is the way that it is. So I'm like this because this happened to me, so this is why this is the way it is. That person has this, so they're able to, unlike me who has this. And sort of always comparing yourself to others and how things are possible and capable for them. I know I'm breaking up. You guys, oh, that's why. I just got a text message. Oh. You know who it is who just sent me that text message, because I know you're going to watch this. That's awesome. I see it. Anyway. So you're going out into your life and you're declaring for yourself all of these limitations of why you can't do things and you can't have things and you can't get things done. And that's the story that you're creating for yourself. You're creating this story, and you keep telling yourself this story every day, and you keep telling this story to everyone that you see, and giving reasoning for why you can't do certain things. And I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's your fitness. I don't care if it's getting a new job or finding a new maid or changing your career. There's these beliefs that you have that are keeping you from getting those things. And those beliefs are all negative, right? That it's all of the things that I said. I'm not smart enough, I'm too young, I'm too old, I don't have enough money, there's not good people out there anymore, I'm too old for that. All of these things and these conversations that you have in your head are going to show up in your life, because there's going to be proof. Your brain wants proof that what you believe is true. So it looks for all of those things that give you reasons to think that. So if you are in a relationship and you are unhappy and you're looking at your partner, and every time you look at him or her, you're just like so angry and resentful, and you just want to punch him in the face, or why are you so lazy, and all of these things, I want you to look within and think about, what are you telling yourself about your mate when you're not with your mate? What are you thinking about when you think about your mate? Are you running through all the mistakes that they've made and all the things that they've done and all the times they got you angry and how they're not being the person you want them to be and all of that? Because if you're doing that, when you see your mate, those are the things that you're going to pick up. All the things that you complain about, all the things that you don't like, that's all you're going to see. So if you step back and you start remembering the great things and the good things that you love about your partner, and how when you guys first met and how that felt, you can get that back. You can still maintain that with your thoughts, reminding yourself why you love your partner, reminding yourself why you chose them to be in your life. Because no matter what's going on right now and any struggles that you're having, you can improve that, and you can change that by changing what you want and changing your vision and changing how you're seeing the situation. And because you do that, that person will react to you differently, because that person is doing the same thing. They're having bad thoughts about you because you're screaming at them because of the bad thoughts you have about them, and you're all screwed up, okay? It's the other way around. It's an internal thing. No matter what anybody is doing. Why the sad face? Why the crying? Angry? Who's angry? You have to change the way that you're looking at things. You have to have your vision. If you want to be fit and you want to be healthy, you cannot walk around thinking in your mind that it's no way that it's possible for you, and you could never look like that, and you've never looked like that before, so how would it be possible for you to look like that now? And you don't have the time, and you don't have the money, and you don't have the resources, and you don't have anything to be able to get that body. And so what's going to happen is circumstances are going to show you that, right? You're not going to be driven to work out. You're not going to be driven to eat well if your beliefs and your things that you're telling yourself are saying to you, I'm not going to be able to do this. This is too hard. It's too long. I never commit. I never stick with anything. That's just how I am. It's not how you are. That's how you're choosing to be. That's how you were. That's who you were before. Those are the decisions that you made before, and you can change those things. You can change those things at any moment, at any time. Okay? If you want to make more money, you have to be thinking about how good it feels to make more money, and know that you can make more money. If you're not making more money and you're stuck wherever you are and you don't have any options to move forward, that's what you're seeing, because you're telling yourself that all you're making right now is all you're really worth and all that you can do. And you can't make more money because people that make more money are smarter than you, and people that make more money are more outgoing than you, and people that make more money had parents that gave them money. You come up with all these reasons why everyone else has what you don't have, and yet you can sit in yourself and you can say to yourself, listen, I am just as capable as anyone else to do anything that they have done. I am smart enough, I am strong enough, I can make what they make, I can do what they do, and you don't have to have the answer. You don't have to have a job sitting in front of you that's going to pay you $100,000 a year, but know that there are options out there to be able to do that. And those options will come find you when you start thinking better of yourself, because now you're going to start looking for things that align more with what makes you happy and what makes you feel good and what makes you enjoy your day, versus going to work and hating your job and hating that you have to go there and hating that you have to ask for off and all these things. Those things can change. Because you don't think it's possible, because you don't think you could do it, because you don't think that you're capable, you don't even make the decision to try. And that's going to keep you where you are. You have to start to really look within and listen to your inner dialogue and listen to what you're saying to yourself about what you believe about what is possible for you. Because if you don't believe that it's possible to have a happy marriage and to be a great parent and still have things for yourself and be energetic and feel good, if you don't believe that you're capable of making $100,000 a year, if you don't believe that you're capable of having the dreams that you want to have and having the body and having the energy, if you don't believe those things, if you're using the things in your past to justify why you can't have those things now, you are holding yourself back so much, and it kills me. It kills me that people are walking around talking so badly to themselves and telling the same story over and over again of how they were the victim, of how somebody did this to me, of how I, wish I could have did something different. Everybody wishes they could do something different. Everybody, I want to go back and I want to change a million things. And I honestly wouldn't. I honestly wouldn't. I could, knowing obviously everybody wants to go back and change and do if they knew now what they knew then, But you got to where you are now, and you know what you know now because you went through what you went through then. So use what you have learned right now to move forward in your life and say, I want something different. I don't want to live this life anymore. What do I prefer? And that's where your vision comes in. Getting clear about what you would prefer. What would you do and have if there weren't any limitations? Okay? If anything was possible, because it is, if anything is possible, and your life could change, not in an instant, okay? Because, I mean, it could, miracles happen, but it takes work. It takes time. You have to break away from all of these things that you've been telling yourself your whole life of how you're not worthy and how you're not good enough and how you're not pretty enough and how you're not strong enough and how you're not outgoing enough and how you could never and I could never and I could never and I'm not that type of person. You can change that. I am not in any way, shape, or form anywhere near close to the person I was before I started my journey. I have grown, I have changed, I have put to work the things that I am learning and sharing with you guys as I'm learning too. I don't know everything, I don't have a perfect life, but when I do have stress and I do have issues and I do have things that I have to deal with, I look for solutions and I look for ways to make it better. And I look for where I can change what I'm doing or I'm thinking or I'm saying so that I can improve the situation. I choose to look at it differently because your vision is going to drive your decisions. Okay, so if your vision is to be healthy, strong, and fit, financially stable, in a happy marriage, at home with your children, whatever it is, okay? Or if your vision is to travel the world and to not be indebted to anybody and be able to just hop on a plane and go and do whatever you want. If your vision is to start your own business and open up a storefront. If your vision is to, whatever your vision is, you've got to get clear about it and you've got to start saying to yourself, the person that lives that vision, this person that has this life, what decisions are they making? If your vision, one of your visions, I like to break it up. I have like physicals, spiritual, I have my relationship, I have my finances, and I have my business. So I have all different sections that I work on. But let's say you wanted to work on your fitness, you would say, okay, well, what does a person that has, if I was to become this person, what would I have to believe? First of all, you would have to believe that it's possible, that your body could look the way that you want it to look. You would have to believe that you were capable of staying consistent, and then right away you're going to say, oh, well, I'm not, because in the past, every time I try something, it never works. Today is a new day. Tomorrow's a new day. It's a new week. It's a new month. It's a new year. It's new everything. You have a chance to change how you vision yourself. Okay, so what are the beliefs that you would have to believe in order to get the body that you want? What are the beliefs that you would have to believe to get to a financial situation where you're feeling good and you're feeling secure and you're feeling like money isn't an issue? You'd have to believe that you're smart enough to make more money. You'd have to believe that you are capable of doing anything you put your mind to. You have to believe that if there are options out there and there are opportunities out there and people are willing to teach you, that you should take that opportunity. If you want to believe that if your vision is your marriage is getting better and you're back to the love and the things that you had before, what are the decisions that you have to make every day with your partner? Sure as hell ain't yelling at each other. Sure as hell ain't, telling each other you should have did this and you should have did that and you don't do what I want. It's different. You change the way that you talk to your partner. You change the way that you look at your partner. Okay, so it's these things that you have to tell yourself and then actions that you have to follow through with. It's so important to be clear about what you would prefer instead and stick to that. Stick to what you prefer. How many of you, okay, are walking around waiting for any chance to tell everybody what a hard life you had, how it's been such a struggle lately, how you're barely above float, okay? Or maybe you have a decent life and you tell people, yeah, I'm all right. I'm comfortable. I'm doing pretty well. Like, is where you are where you want to end up in 5 years? Is where you are something that is okay with you and you've settled for that? Why have you settled for that? If you want other things. It's different if you're settling and you have no desire to do anything or be anything. Like you just want to go to work, come home, put your feet up, watch TV and do nothing. Hey, that's great. If that's what you want for your life, that's what you want for your life. But if you don't want that, but you're doing that and you would prefer something else, you have to get off the couch. You have to stop watching TV. You have to start working on what it is that is going to make you better. Okay? Time is often, you know, a lot of people, especially with me, well, you're not a mom, so you don't understand, and blah, 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 you know, and I get that. I get that. However, I'm prepping in my mind the type of mother that I want to be and the type of situation that I want to be in to be that kind of mother that does have the time to do the things that I need to do and is able to deal with the things that are coming up in a non-overwhelmed, stressed out, can't function way, okay, but being able to center myself and see everything playing out in a very easy way. And that's not real life, and that's what everybody will say, but that's what you're creating for yourself. I know plenty of moms who are doing their thing, who despite having children are taking the time for themselves, are taking the time to run their business, are freaking growing a multi-million-dollar company with 3 kids, 4 kids, working full time. They're doing it. So when I look at that and I see that, if someone else can do that, why can't I? I just have to change my mindset. And it's the same thing for you. If other people can be successful and happy and have everything that they want, stop looking at them and being jealous of them and being angry with them and making up reasons why they have it and you don't, and start working on how you could have that too. And that starts with your vision. So your homework, okay, is to go and sit down today on this Sunday before you start your day, okay? Because if you've already started your day where you woke up and you looked at Facebook and you kept scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, and then you put the TV on, and then you had your coffee, and then you sat back and you just kind of were like, all right, today's the starting. You need to change that. You need to change your routine. You need to wake up and you need to say, what is my intention today? What do I want to do today to be productive? How is today going to go where I feel good and I have energy and I have time and I get everything I need to do done and I'm feeling good? And having that conversation with yourself, being grateful, thinking about everything that you have in your life, thinking about everything that makes you happy, thinking about everything that you're so grateful to have, and then starting your day and taking that time and reading something or you know, something that's motivating, or listening to something that's motivating, and keeping your head in the game, keeping your head in a positive mindset so that you start to make actions that align with that. All right, so I don't know, maybe I'll do, if I get enough likes and comments and all that stuff. So if you like this, you want to put your thumbs up, you want to comment, share it. I think I might do this every Sunday and make it a routine for myself and hold myself accountable, because I'm on the journey too. I don't know it all. I am learning, and it's my chance. This is an amazing thing to be able to share with you all of the things that I'm learning and all of the things that are progressing me forward and making me feel good, and wanting that for other people and wanting everyone to feel as good as I feel. Okay, so I definitely, this might be something I do come on Sunday. Hopefully it'll get nicer and I'll actually be able to walk in the park, not just sit in my car and meditate and think and create a routine. Okay, you've got to create a routine for yourself in the morning that is very, very positive driven and very just puts you in a place where you have peace of mind. Because if you're waking up and you're scrolling Facebook and you're checking emails and that's the first thing that you're doing in the morning, you've already triggered the rest of the day to go just how the day before went. So have a plan, have a mission, have a desire, have a vision, have all of these things, and keep your eye on the things that you would prefer to see rather than talking and complaining about the things that you don't. And get clear about your beliefs and what you're thinking to yourself all day. What is the story that you're telling yourself? What is the reason why you give yourself as to why you're in the situation that you're in? Why don't you think that you're capable of things? Why don't you think that it's possible? It's rubbish. It's all rubbish. It's garbage from your past. It's things that have happened. Plenty of people had went from the bottom to the top on their own. I'm around them all the time, online, in groups, and it's possible. It's possible, and it's there, and if you open your eyes to it, you will, for sure, you will see it. So I hope everyone has a great Sunday. Who's here? You're an old soul. Thanks, Laura. Yeah, I've been hearing that since like 10. I had to grow up really, really fast, and that's kind of where that came from. I had a lot of things that forced me to not be able to be a kid. I had a lot of worries and a lot of anxiety and a lot of fears and a lot of resentment and anger and guilt and lots of stuff that I was carrying around with me, and very low standards for myself. I didn't think much of myself, and it was because of how I grew up. I grew up, not with a lot of money, and my mom was on welfare and food stamps, and I didn't have the best of everything, and, I knew I wanted to go to college, and I knew that I wanted to, be more and have my own place and do that, and I did that, but I kind of hit a glass ceiling because I believed that I couldn't have more because that's the life that I had. And, there was a lot of mental illness in my family and a lot of things that I saw. Thank you. I know it's positive. I know. Old souls are good. We can rally up all the new souls and teach them how to focus. Laura's awesome. Laura, you're really good. I love seeing your stuff. So yeah, your life and the life that you lived before doesn't have to be your life now. You could change it in an instant. Not an instant, but you can change your thoughts in an instant. So be aware of what you're thinking today. Start off this week with saying to yourself, you're excited, you're looking forward to new things, you feel good, you have energy, you want to do things. Write out some goals that you want to do this week. If it's going to the gym 1 or 2 more times than you were supposed to, if it's doing your workout more, if it's, spending more time with your kids, if it's being a little nicer to your husband or your wife or whatever it is, and just take these little steps towards a better life. So I actually gotta go because I got some things myself I gotta do. I have a schedule for today that I'm following, and I don't know who I am or who I've become, but I like it and I'm happy with it and I'm glad for the journey, and I'm super excited because I really, really want to help everybody to get to where I am and better and more. So that's it. I hope that this helps. Share it if it helped you, and give me some likes and comments. Let me know that this is something you'd want to see every Sunday to wake you up. Have a good one. Bye.